Oh, twitch.tv/Tauren Think Tank. Come join us for the shenanigans. Done. Twooted. It's twooted.
And retweeted.
And retweeted.
Boink.
And doink. There we go. There we go. Oh no. Daredevil was canceled on Netflix. I just saw that on my Twitter feed.
What?
Yeah. They just canceled it.
I'm like halfway through the 3rd season.
Ugh.
It's really good.
Yeah, Daredevil is really good, but I think what's happening is that Disney is taking everything Marvel off of Netflix and doing their own thing. That's probably what's happening. So they can't keep making it there, which is a boomer.
It is, because I really, really enjoyed Daredevil. I really, really liked it. I mean, Luke Cage was cool for the first half of the season.
Yeah.
I
honestly liked Luke Cage more in Jessica Jones. I really liked that whole dynamic a whole lot. And I loved the first season of Jessica Jones. I still can't get through the second season. I can't watch it. It's just so drawn out and slow.
Really? I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. I love the first season of it, though. It was so good. And it was so creepy.
It was really good.
So creepy.
What's it? David Tennant, man.
He's the stuff of nightmares.
So good.
Stuff of nightmares. I'm going to turn this notifications off.
He's so bad or so good at being so bad.
I know, right? Hi, Battle Panda. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Well, it's Friday where you are. It's Friday where you are. It is. It's Thursday night here. It is. Well, it's still 30 degrees out. I don't know why I'm so cold.
It is 67 degrees down here.
Dang.
I walked out of the house in a coat and started sweating.
Oh my goodness.
It is humid.
Yeah.
83% humidity.
Oh geez, that's like a nice little late summer day.
Yeah, it is. And like Thursday, tomorrow, high of 70 with thunderstorms.
Jeez.
And then starts cooling, and into Tuesday, a high of 46 and a low of 28.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like we had snow 2 weeks ago today.
Yeah.
And then it just went woof back to warm, and then it's going to be going down.
Oh,
is that 97 Fahrenheit or Celsius, Battle Panda?
I'm
hoping it's Fahrenheit.
It can't be Celsius. He'd be dead.
It'd be nearly boiling if it was Celsius.
He'd be dead.
For Kelvin, it could be 97 Kelvin. That'd be really cold.
That'd be really, no.
It's 97 Kelvin.
He's nice enough to translate it for us Americans, so.
And then to Fahrenheit. No. Come on now. Ooh, yeah, 97 Kelvin would be almost 300 degrees below zero. So.
Yikes. No, thank you.
Not quite Kelvin. No, thanks.
No, thank you. Yeah, we got snow yesterday, and there's about 2 inches of snow on the ground right now. And yeah, that was not the most pleasant, but it is what it is. It's Minnesota in the wintertime. It's a huge deal. But
yeah. And we haven't given up the ghost of fall just yet.
No.
Like they're battling each other, fall and winter, and finally fall is like, I am going to be temperate. And then next week it'll be like winter just slams him back down like, no, you're going to be cold.
I am going to be cold. And that's pretty much, yeah. You're just going to keep bouncing back and forth. Like I'm going to Atlanta this weekend. I looked on it was going to be like 64 and rainy. So that's 35 degrees warmer than it is right now. I'm like, yeah, baby. Like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Someone whose first name is Kelvin? Kelvin or Kelvin? Probably Kelvin. I don't know if I've ever met a Kelvin.
I don't think I have.
I don't think I have either.
It's not a name I normally hear in regular non-temperature specific conversations.
Oh, goodness.
Oh man. I saw
I-
Fantastic Beasts 2 the other day.
Yeah?
I was confused for like the first 3/4 of the movie.
Really?
Like, even though I saw the first one, I was like, so what are we doing again? Why are we like, there was zero exposition. It was just like, here's some things that are happening. And then like at the last 20 minutes, I'm like, oh, so that's what's going on. Okay. Now I'm watching the movie. So
That's hard though.
okay.
That's hard though,
Yeah.
because if you're trying to spending so much time figuring it out, that can be really frustrating.
Well, and it wasn't so much that I was trying to figure it out. It's just that I wasn't getting, because I mean, I haven't seen the first Fantastic Beasts since I saw it in theaters,
Yeah.
and they just expect you to just have finished watching the first one. And then there's not really, like, you just see a bunch of scenes. There's no, like, zero exposition at all.
Yeah.
It's just people talking to each other and no stuff. So, and Bim, yes, you should. And you should go see it right before you see the second one, so you'll have some idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
And,
I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters, and honestly, I'm not too itching to go see the new one right now.
It was okay.
Yeah.
There's only the Fantastic Beasts in the movie are just plot devices. That's all they are. There's not really a overarching thing. It's mostly centering around Grindelwald and Dumbledore and all that pre-Harry Potter stuff.
Okay.
And they tee up a couple of teases and reveals and stuff towards the end and twists before, just to get you excited about the third of 5 or third of 6 Fantastic Beasts movie that they're going to make.
Are they really making 6? I thought they were making just 3 of this set.
They might have changed their mind. The first time I heard it, they said they were going to do 6, but if they just do 3, that'd be cool with me.
Yeah, you're like, I don't have to see any more then.
That's just like, okay, that's cool. They're fine. They're okay movie. Okay, yeah, it looks like just 3.
Yeah,
The third
I'd
one
heard
will be
3, and I was like, unless they're gonna do another set of 3, which would make a total, like a total of 6.
Actually, I think they're doing 5.
Oh.
There's the news article written the other day
Well,
said that they're going to do 3, 4, and 5.
I see.
Okay. Neat.
I see.
Well then. I still need to see Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yeah,
Haven't seen
that
yet.
sounded like it was really good. All right. Well, let's get some sounders tested. I've already tested you. You're in a stretch. So chat room, are you guys ready?
I agree with you, Battle Panda. I agree with you. It's not my timeline, not my track. They're fine movies. They're fine. They have funny moments.
We are ready. Ready. Awesome. All right. Marcona, are you ready for this? Uno.
I sure hope so. I've been waiting 2 weeks for this.
I know. Well, we're gonna do it.
I was beside myself, angry that I couldn't get off work in time last week.
Yeah.
Like fuming mad. Ugh.
I just put it out there that there
here.
were work-related issues, so you can talk about that more. I did not specify whose work. Probably people can figure it out, but yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, considering your work is for the most part right there.
Yeah.
Your commute's not as bad as mine is.
Yeah, exactly. My work is pretty much me. And everything else
my boss
is on
won't
it.
let me out of here.
I know.
My boss is me.
My boss is mean, is what she is. All right, chat room. You've waited 2 weeks, and now it is time. It is time for episode 294, recording in 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to Tauren Think Tank, the podcast about the Blizzard gamer behind the keyboard.
It's episode 294 of Tauren Think Tank. Today is Thursday, November 29th, 2018. 2018 is tough for me to say. I've had to say that for about 3 different podcasts now, and it's It's hard. I don't know why my brain just goes whoop, but there we are. My name is Jules, and with me, as always, is the man who's looking a little tired today, but he's here. He gave me this like just a little bit tired. It's Marcona.
I'm just a little bit tired, Jules.
Yeah.
It's been a long few days. But we're going to get through it, and we're going to get these Triple T questions answered. And
Yes,
it's good
we
to
are.
be back.
Yes, we are. We are back again. We do apologize for last week's missing show. There was good reason. I mean, we were trying to game the schedule a little bit because normally Thursday would be our normal show day. Thursday was Thanksgiving, so we tried to do it on Wednesday, but it didn't go as planned.
Yeah, not quite. The nature of my job is such that my job is not done until the job is done. So I never have a clear clock out time. And sometimes you have stuff thrown on you at the last second that makes you work until nearly 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
After, that's like a 15, 16-hour day. So it happens, but, customers come first. So it's something I have to do. And it's the nature of the job that I am by myself. And so there's no one I can call and say, hey, can you take care of this? I got to go. So I let Jules know ahead of time. I just was not going to be able to get off work in time. And I was over an hour away at the job. So no way I could have made it in time for the show or the post show or the post show. So we decided to table it for a week.
Yep.
But on the good point, that means that you have an additional week that Triple T is a thing that happens. So
yeah, it's true. So, it's still in existence.
I'm just gonna slowly start like being super booked on Thursday nights, like every other week. That way we can just draw this thing out until we hit 300.
Stretching it like Taffy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, finally, March 2022. It's episode 300.
Yikes!
Yeah,
big yikes.
But, it work happens. I gotta make a living. So just one of those things. But I am so glad to be back. We had Thanksgiving over the last week.
Yeah.
So that was a thing that happens to people in the US. I know you Canadians did that like a month ago because you couldn't just wait for your food and wanted to have your little feasts early like every year, but that's okay. So we had our little Thanksgiving weekend. I guess I'll go ahead and just talk about my Thanksgiving, I guess, because it's on the tip of my tongue. So I went to my grandparents' house and we had the big family dinner, big lunch, turkey, ham, all the fixins like you do.
Yeah.
So I drove up, ate, hung out for about an hour or two, and then drove back just in time to eat dinner here at the house with my wife and mother-in-law and the immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to pace myself. I had to pace myself at lunch because it was I did not want to be full by the time I got home and had to eat again. So you gotta when you have these marathon sessions of like different, you got breakfast with one family unit, lunch with another, dinner with another. It's just, and then I had a Friendsgiving on the weekend with a bunch of my wife's friends, and so we went over there and ate after I got off work, and it was a good evening. But yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell. That was my Thanksgiving-ish thing, and then of course I worked on Black Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So, like you do in retail. So
like you do.
It wasn't too bad though. Just people were pretty understanding. They're like, "Why are you working today?" Well, why did you want us to come in and work in your house today?
Yeah.
You're the reason I'm here. I'm thankful for it because I like hours, but you're the reason I'm here working. So you wanted us here.
So people actually asked you on Black Friday why you were working after they booked you to work on Black Friday?
Yeah, she's like, why do you guys work on Black? I was like, well, I mean, at least I didn't work yesterday. At least I didn't work on Thanksgiving. They won't allow us to work on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, the rest of the company can, but they don't want us in there. So we were like, okay, fine. I'll spend time with my family. Jeez. Oh.
Darn it. So there was a lot of eating over the weekend, which sounds amazing. And what else? That's good. What else has been going on? Anything?
Oh goodness.
Work.
I'm trying to rack my brain. Mostly like, man, I only had Sunday off. I've been, I'm working 6 days this week, and I think next week's a normal week ish. So it's just been going and going. I decorated my work vehicle with a little bit of Christmas decorations, just to get in the spirit of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got a big bow on the front of my work truck, and I've got some Christmas lights in the back, and I want to get like a plastic snowman to put in my passenger seat so that people driving by, they can just see a snowman in the car.
That's
Just
awesome.
just do something. But yeah, just kind of doing that, gearing up for the holidays. I really got to enjoy my day off on Sunday. I really like purposefully was like, I am not going to do anything that requires any type of work. So I went and saw a movie, and then we had dinner, and then I went to sleep.
Yep.
So like I was like, this is going to be the easy day.
Yes.
I haven't played a whole lot of WoW lately. After I hit Exalted with all of the factions and got the mounts from them, there's a bunch of stuff I could do in WoW, but lately I've just been kind of really, really focused on doing a good job at work, and with everything kind of gearing up, it's really eating up a lot of my free time.
Yeah.
So when I get home, I want to eat, feed the cats, and then go to bed. So
Yeah.
it's just with, the way my job is now, it's like very time consuming and a lot of pressure,
Mm-hmm.
trying to maintain in the face of pressure, but that's what we do,
Yeah.
soldier forth, carry on, and all that.
Yeah.
So, but that's the biggest things that's been going on for me lately, is just gearing up for the holidays. It's the only thing, it's ingrained in me in retail. It's like, this is the thing. And of course, to combat that, I listen to Christmas music in my car, but it's the Christmas music I want to listen to and not the stuff they pipe in the stores.
Yes.
Or necessarily
Yes.
stuff on the radio.
Yes.
Like, it's the artists that I want, the other songs that I want. And that makes me feel better.
Good.
Because I'm like, go back to the happier childhood holiday memories and stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's about it for me. I know somebody who's going to have a whirlwind weekend and who has been super, super busy. And that person is sitting across from me, podcastily speaking. So Jules, tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been a busy 2 weeks. I'm actually gonna save my holiday stuff for the actual show topic, because it is directly related to the show topic. But so for me, things have been just a lot of new stuff. One of the things I've been working on is a new project with Heroes Hearth, because we wanted to do something. So Heroes Hearth has been getting into podcasting, and mainly that's my fault. It's mainly my fault for bringing them Heroes News with Jules Scott. And that podcast is a 10 minutes or less briefing of what's going on in Heroes of the Storm. And then I'm doing interviews with people from the community, casters, streamers, podcasters. And it's been a blast. And now they are hungry for more. And so they had asked me if I would do another one with one of the partners there. And his name is Coffee, and he was on my podcast at one point. I had him interviewed. We had such a good rapport that Workhorse was like, the two of you need to do a project together. So we came up with the Jules and Coffee Hour, which is a storytelling podcast, if you will. It basically, what the genesis of it is, as Blizzard gamers, we want to tell the stories of our lives on a topic that we do each week. And so it's got flavors of Tauren Think Tank, but it's more about telling the stories and then sharing other people's stories that they share about the topic of the week. So the first week we did the reactions to Diablo Immortal. This last week we did like how has technology changed your life, which has been just like, it's so freaking fun. But here's the challenge for me. Like, obviously I'm a podcaster, so I am very much focused on the audio stuff and all of the, how does it sound and how does the sounders, everything making it on the sounders. And I am the only one who has that experience in this group. And so they rely on me quite a bit for all of that. But Coffee is a streamer who does these really meticulous overlays. And he's like, let's do the live stream of it, and we'll have a green screen, and you can be on a green screen too, and we'll make this big overlay. And I was like, okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. So we've been working on this, and it's really starting to come together now, because the challenge for me is that he's running the stream, and therefore I have to pipe the audio through Discord to the stream, so that he can hear the sounders, because I'm the one with the soundboard. But then maybe the quality doesn't do so well through Discord, so now I'm like recording local audio, trying to like mix the audio. Oh, it's crazy, but
oh wow,
crazy fun. Like, it's been a really fun challenge for me, and a whole new community, which has been fantastic for me to just get to know and experience. And then there's going to be more, because now Heroes Hearth has so much taste for podcasting that they have more projects that they want me to not necessarily be on, but help produce with other talent who have no idea how podcasting works. So it's pretty cool. It's a cool thing that I never thought I would be doing, which is to be advising people about podcasting and teaching them how to be a better podcaster. And so I have to give a shout out to Coffee, who he is like, he's like an open book. He's like, teach me, senpai. And so I teach him like how to work on with another person, and how to do the back and forth, and because I mean, you know this, Marcona, like, this is not something that you just have right away when you first start doing it. It is a talent that you have to work on.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, to just get that back and forth of the two hosts, or multiple hosts, and trying to think of what to say, and try and fill the space if your mind goes blank.
Yes.
I was like shaking the first several episodes of Triple T I was on.
Yeah.
Because I was like, and this is somebody who's been on the radio, who has said things to hundreds of people across a geographical area, but it's different, because it's just you. It's not something you've produced. It's not something scripted. It's just you. And like, well, how do you make you radio you? There's you, and then there's radio you.
Yes. And it is learning how to balance a discussion back and forth. It's learning how, not to let a long pause go without having something to fill it, because that's all people will I will automatically pick up my phone and check it to see if like the podcast stopped, if there's a long pause or something like that nature, because there should be continuously sound going on as you do a podcast. And so you think it's easy. It's not. It's just this talent that has to be built. And so, doing this for as long as I have with Marcona, it's like, I don't even think about it, because you just go with me. But Coffee at first was like, I don't know how to do this. And I said, that's fine. Let me show you how to do this. And every week he gets stronger, and he pushes himself, and I've been pushing him. And it's just like, it's so much fun for me to like help teach somebody how this works, and maybe that it's not as easy as people think it is.
Yeah. You just get a microphone and talk into it. That's all it is.
Yeah. And then, be entertaining and be interesting to listen to, and all of those things. So anyway, that's been a really fun project for me, and there'll be more things for me to work on as well. But this weekend, I am doing something very different and very fun, hopefully. And that's for my other work, which is for the E-League Report. I am being sent to go to Atlanta for a Rocket League tournament at the E-League Studios in Atlanta. But it is a quick turnaround. So I leave at 6:30 in the morning on Saturday. I fly out 6:30 in the morning. Come home Sunday at like midnight. That's when my flight lands. Oh. And it is gonna be nuts. It is gonna be nuts. So I'm going there just to be a part of the experience, to talk to the players. I'm hopeful. I'll be there with Brian Huff, who is one of the hosts of the show as well. So it'll be the two of us. I don't know what to expect. I've never done this. I'm just going to see what happens. And then I guess I'm on the show this week talking about what we do. So what we experience. So it'd be pretty cool. It's different. It's cool. I've never seen Rocket League in live format, so it should be fun.
Me either.
Should be a good
that
time.
Should be really. That'd be a really fun thing to see, I'd imagine.
Yeah, especially in a broadcast studio too, and this is for Turner Studios, which is pretty neat. So I'm stoked. I'm excited to a little nervous, and I'm just like, this is new experience, man. It's just a new experience. So it's gonna be great. I have, like I said, a lot going on, but it's awesome, and I'm having a blast doing it. So yeah, and then we're gonna get into our topic of the week. We have been getting some suggestions of topics in the Discord. I will put it out there again. If you have a specific question of yourself that needs to be addressed, like an actual scenario, please send those in too, because after this one, there's only 6 left. So the clock is ticking down. And so, yes, that is, but tonight we're going to hit up a topic that was placed in the Discord in our discussion channel. We've got quite a few of them in there right now to choose from. So that's pretty cool. What do you think? You ready to dig in?
I guess so. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm ready to dig into this thing.
Time to stretch your advice muscles. All right, let's do this.
Let's kick around some ideas, not gnomes.
And we have a discussion topic this week. This one comes from our longtime listener, Mammoth, and he says, the holidays are here, and they're not always happy, happy, joy, joy. I was thinking about ways that we could deal with sadness, depression, or just the holiday blues with the seasons. And so full disclaimer, I put this topic in the show notes last week before Thanksgiving, planning to discuss them. And then Thanksgiving happened, and then I was like, well, that's very, very timely, for me at least. So it even has more impact right now to talk about the big old holiday blues. And that is something, like, I put this out on my Twitter, like, I think it was Friday. I am definitely struggling with the holiday blues, especially this year. And it was like, I thought it might happen. I wasn't sure if it would happen. And then Thanksgiving came around, and it really hit me. It really, really smacked me. And I was like, oh, geez. Because right now, so my struggle with the holidays is that a lot of bad things so you guys obviously have been with us in this journey for a long time. A lot of the bad things that have happened in the last 3 years of my life have happened around the holidays. And it's just like, normally I'm pretty good about kind of soldiering on and burying myself in work if I need a distraction or that kind of thing. But then the holidays come around, and it's like, oh, guess who can't ignore things anymore, because it's the holidays and you ain't working. So yeah, that's the very TLDR version of, like, I got hit with the blues big time this year, like big time. And you were telling me before the show, like, you were seeing them brewing on the horizon too.
Yeah, it's easy to get sadness and depression during this time of year. I mean, not necessarily for this reason for our friends down under, but the days are shorter. And and that's just with, going into work and it's dark, and you get off work and it's dark. That can be depressing. You don't get the feeling that you need with the sun being up during the day. And it just feel like, for me, and this is just like one of many things. And I know for me, it's, you see those long shadows of, like, the sun being low, and it's like, man, I haven't done anything today, and I feel tired, and I'm not even off work yet, and I've been at work since the sun came up.
Yeah.
And that's something that's tough to deal with, just that, seasonal affective disorder or whatever, where people just feel sadder, because they're not getting enough sunlight. But it also goes into so many more things. You've got you see family that you don't really care to see much during the year. You get forced into seeing them. You are forced into experiencing the holidays without family members that you either have but aren't with, or that you don't have any longer. And that's just, you for me, a lot of times is I'll cement these great memories in the holidays with family members and friends that I have, and now I don't have them,
Yeah.
and so it can be really easy to fall into that, and also with all the expectations that come with the holiday season of like, where am I going to find all the money for these gifts? Where am I going to find time to go do all the things and the shopping and the presents and the wrapping and all this stuff? And it feels so chaotic
Yeah, it
that
does.
you can feel overwhelmed. You can feel like you're missing out, or you're not being able to give what you want to family.
Yeah.
You know, like, I really want to get them all these presents, but now I don't, because I don't make enough money, and now I'm sad because I'm a broke piece of crap. And then all
Yeah.
these different ways to feel about it.
For me, I think the hardest thing for me right now, I don't know if this is the hardest thing, but it's a hard thing.
Mhm.
I used to love the holidays. I used to absolutely it was like a magic time for me, because it just felt like because it's got all the things that I love. It's got bright, shiny lights, and it's got sparkly stuff with glitter, and it's just got bright colors and happy and all those things. And I used to just absolutely love the holidays. And honestly, it's hard for me to even think about it anymore. And that's the saddest thing for me, is like, I wish I could just go back to that feeling of like the magic of, these are all the things that I used to love. Why don't I love them anymore?
Mm-hmm.
And that part is hard. And honestly, I still haven't resolved that mentally. Like, I'm like, why can't I just, and that's what I keep saying in my head, is why can't I just change that or power through it or whatever? Can't. It doesn't work that way. Like, I haven't even listened to any Christmas music at all so far, because I just can't. And either I'm afraid to be I'm afraid that it's going to make me sad, or I'm afraid that I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I am how am I afraid of Christmas music? I used to love it. I used to absolutely love it. I used to sing along to it because I used to sing in choirs, and I used to sing along with it. And I guess what I realized, especially this year, is that I guess I have some sort of low-level PTSD when it comes to the holidays. That there's just this triggering point, especially like, so Thanksgiving is a big triggering point for me, for bad memories, because like really bad stuff happened on Thanksgiving 3 years ago. And for the last couple of years, I had people in town here who would just basically like take me in, and we would just pretend that the day was just awesome. And like, I had to put on the mask, but it was okay because I could go hang out with some friends, and we would have a very low-key Thanksgiving. And it was like, oh, we're creating new memories. And now those friends are no longer friends, and they're gone. So it was like, okay, so the origin stuff of the PTSD is still not resolved or dealt with. And now I have another piece of sadness that falls on the top of that. So I knew that I knew that Thanksgiving was coming. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to deal with this? And what I decided to do, I don't even know if this is the right thing or not, but I just basically pretended that it was just another day, just to treat it like another day. That was my plan anyway. Going into it, that was the plan. The plan didn't work so good. It didn't work so great. And it was like, I couldn't treat it like just another day, because I couldn't work, really. There was nobody around to work with. Twitter was a blast of everybody talking about what they were thankful for, or showing pictures of their food. And I was like, okay, I can't get away from this. I can't extract myself from this, or distract myself from this. So then I said, okay, I'm feeling really sad and feeling very alone. Let's do this. I'm going to turn off all my notifications. I'm going to get off of social media for the rest of the day. And I'm going to go I'm going to go watch a really long movie.
There you go.
So I pulled out Avatar, movie Avatar from James Cameron, which is one of my actual favorite movies. I know it's a lot of people just say, oh, this is trite storyline, but I love the visuals of Avatar. I do.
Oh, it's a gorgeous film.
It's a beautiful film. And so what I did is I I texted my dad. I said, Dad, turning my phone off just so you know, so you don't freak out. And he's like, okay, are you all right? Yes, I'm fine. Turned everything off, made myself a pizza, watched the movie for 3 hours or so. Then I just played a game and I was like, okay, all right, I can do this. I'm good. I got this. I don't know if it was the best thing to like heal everything, but it got me through. It was self-care. It was the best form of self-care that I could, because I recognized that I needed to get away from it. I needed to not be reminded of it constantly.
Yeah, I think that's, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that I think that was the best course of action for that day because, like you said, you are getting mowed over by people on Twitter and social media and everything that it is that day. Sometimes that's not the best day to address it or think about it or really dig in because you're already kind of amped up on it. Maybe it might be something that's better addressed in a longer form, where it's a little bit more low key because it's still the holiday season for another month.
Yeah.
And, you've got time to address that just general feeling, but maybe not like the day of Thanksgiving is probably not the best day because you just need to let the tide wash over you. And then as it recedes and it's still kind of in there, that's when you kind of like, okay, I can start to work my way through this. So I think that was probably the best course of action for Thursday is just to do something that you like, not necessarily get all caught up in the Thanksgiving stuff, but just a self-care day. I think that was a good choice.
And then Friday was rough at the start, and I had it was really like a very, very down. I feeling very low energy, didn't want to do anything, wasn't interested in anything, and I was just like, all right. I forced myself outside. It was about 45 degrees outside, which is super warm for Minnesota, and the sun was actually out. And I said, you are going outside and you're going to go take a walk. I don't care if you don't want to do it. Just go do it. Just get outside. Get out of your house. And so I went down to the local park and I walked and caught some Pokemon, and it was good. Like I came home, I was freezing, but I came home and I was much more energized and I had a clear head. And then since then, I've been doing better. I feel like more myself. I feel more focused, more motivated, and and so it was a good. Like it got me over the hump. And the next hump that's coming is gonna be 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks maybe, which is the anniversary of Spike's passing, first year. And I know that's coming, and I know it sucks because Facebook already got me today. Damn it, Facebook. I saw that. It was like, and it was a 2-year-old memory that just popped up on Facebook. And it was, a video that I'd taken of Spike and Garrus. And it was, it wasn't anything related to his death or anything like that. It was just a random video that I had put up there. And so I know it's coming and I don't want to deal with it. It's like, I don't want to deal with that shit. So that's the next one that's coming. It's still hard. I don't know what's going to happen. It makes me emotional thinking about it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to react to it. And that scares me. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand how I'm going to get through it. And I know I will. So the point of this discussion is basically to say that we all have our traumas. We all have our difficulties and our challenges. And when the holidays remind us of that and you can't get away from it, you've got to figure out a way just to make yourself okay for a day or an hour or a moment, until you can get to the next day or the hour or the moment, until it's that whatever it is that you need to do, you just got to do it. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the holidays, I wish they would go away. Like, I just wish that they would just be gone. I can't make that happen. So, what I
Nope.
did,
Inescapable.
it is inescapable. So what I did is, I had a good conversation with my mom and dad, and I just said, I know I'm dealing with a lot of crap this year, and in this year in particular. So rather than try to force getting together for the holidays, let's maybe save that time for getting together when the weather's nicer and we can be outside and do the things that we love to do together when the weather's nicer, like go down to the shore and see the boats and go to the ocean and, that kind of stuff. And they were like, they were okay with that. They didn't like it, but they were okay with it.
Yeah. You can go eat at that restaurant and watch people park their boats.
Exactly. Like, those are the things that I know are it's more fun. It's I don't want to dwell in sadness, and yet I know that I have to deal with it too. So it's not easy. Like, the mind can only process so much icky stuff at one time. And then it's just, yeah.
It's just overloaded.
Yeah, then it's just overloaded. So there's my, there's my confession. Like, the next month is going to be shit for me. So I'm going to do my best to get through, but the next month it's going to be tough.
Yeah. And and I feel bad that it is so tough on you. And I mean, I completely 100% agree that, if I'd gone through stuff like that during the holidays, it would probably wreck my enjoyment of it as well. So it's just, it's a crappy time of year for things to go wrong because everybody is pushing happy and the giving season and stuff like that. And
yeah.
And and just to be like, yeah, but bad stuff still happens during the holidays. That's why hospitals are still open. That's why police stations are still open.
Yeah.
Because bad stuff still happens during the holidays. And it's just this weird, this 1 month area out of the year where it's like everything should go right. That's the idea. That's the kind of the feeling that I get is like, nothing should really go wrong during this time of year. Everybody's thinking about their holidays. Everybody's putting the tree up and doing all this happy fun stuff, but bad stuff happens every day.
Yeah. And that's the expectation. It's not going to
stop for celebrations. Yeah.
It gives a strong expectation that things are supposed to be amazing and awesome and happy. And I don't know. How am I supposed to say this? Like, I wish that it were that way. I wish I could just like snap my fingers and it would just be like that again.
Yeah.
And because I don't want to be sad. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to feel like I don't, be immobile or not be willing to just like get up and do anything that day. It just happens. It doesn't have a rhyme or a reason. I mean, it has a reason, but it's like, I look at it and go, I see you coming, train. I see you coming. Your lights are on me and you're coming down the track and I am standing on the track and I can't get away from you, train. And you're coming whether or not I want you to. That is what it feels like. And so I can't move. Because the train is gonna come. It doesn't mean, I could step away and just say, all right, train, go past me like I was trying to do. Go past me. Yeah. Pretend. Yeah.
Train, make some new track and go around me.
Or I can say, no, train, I'm gonna get on you and we'll ride together. I could do that. But
I think go ahead.
Well, no, I just don't know. It's like I don't understand. I'm using this metaphor way too much, but I feel like I don't know how to get on the train anymore.
Well, Marcia did, so I think if Marcia can get on the train, then I think someday you'll be able to get on it too.
That's true.
Well, and it'll definitely take time. Things like this always take time.
Yeah.
But I think as it goes on, year after year, and building newer memories and, newer traditions of things to do around the holidays, either with yourself, with people, finding other things to do. I think that those wounds can not heal completely, but you will find joy in the holiday season in other ways. Because that's,
Yeah.
man, when I'm at work and I get mad or angry or something the last few days, is um I'll put on some Christmas music that's like choral. It's like choirs singing it, like
Yeah.
Straight No Chaser, pentatonic, stuff like that, stuff that I can sing along to. And like there's something about some of those Christmas hymns that just, it puts me in a better mood. I start focusing on the lyrics, about the messages about it, and I start
Mm-hmm.
focusing on that, and that helped me feel better. I had a really bad day yesterday. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like I was upset all day. Nothing went right. Every job went to crap. I was in a bad mood for plenty of reasons,
Yep.
and just kind of taking that time to kind of focus in on just that, and that gave me a little bit enough of a distraction where I could kind of reset, and that is different for everybody. That's just kind of how I did. That's kind of how I did it.
Yeah.
So
It's the thing I can give advice to from Mema's discussion is that basically you have to recognize it is what it is. You can't say, well, you can do whatever the hell you want, but it is if you know that the holidays are a difficult time for you for whatever reasons, I think it's fair to recognize that is the case. To basically accept that it is the case. That is,
yeah,
the real thing that's happening to you. When this happened to me, I got really sad, and it's tied to the holidays for me. Just stating that, like, even just in words out loud to yourself, maybe makes it a little bit more real. You may already know it, but you've spent a lot of time saying, nah, I can push through. I can pretend that it doesn't happen to me. I can muscle through this whole thing and put a smile on my face and pretend I'm happy and jolly. When at the same time you're going, I don't have it in me. I spent 2 years trying to muscle through the holidays and just being, and guess what? That didn't work so well because
nope.
the problems are still there. And 100% transparency, I am dealing with this in therapy. We are talking about it. We are discussing it. We are trying to work through it. And my lovely therapist, Wendy, loves to give me homework, which means that I've got to go after the therapy session to dig into this stuff on my own time, which is always such a joy.
Such a joy.
When you have to set aside time to say, I am going to take this wound and go rip and go, yeah, there you go. Bring it open.
Oh,
yeah.
Gross.
I know. That's kind of how it feels, like you're ripping it open. So that is the best way I can advise anybody. Be kind to yourself. Be honest with yourself that this is a thing, that it's okay that this is a thing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You got to do what it is that you can do. Like, I tried to pretend the train wasn't there, and that didn't work so well, and so I pivoted. I don't know what I'm going to do in a couple of weeks. I don't want to pretend that it doesn't exist. I know that stuff is going to pop up on my feed because I know I put it on Facebook, and you know what the Facebook thing does is they go, hey, this was a memory from a year ago, and you're like, jeez. Thank you so much, Facebook, for that.
They need to put a filter on that. So like keywords that are a sad reminder, that they filter those out. That'd be a great thing, Mr. Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Do you do that, please?
That would be awesome because, man, I don't want to have to disable the whole thing because sometimes the memories pop up and I'm like, that was a cool day. Like, I like that. But it doesn't know which one is which, and that can be really tough. So, and that is something that I know is coming, and so still figuring that plan out. I don't exactly know what my plan is yet. But this year I am just, I don't plan on decorating the house or anything. I don't plan on doing anything Christmassy, holiday related. I don't think so. I don't think so. So, c'est la vie.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't always have to be decorated. That's fine.
Yeah. It is. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me to do this podcast in that way because I don't have the answers on it to do this specific episode. So the best thing I could do was just say, well, this is the real thing. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
This is the truth, and maybe this will help somebody else who might be in similar situation as me.
Yeah. Well, and you're allowed to not have all the answers all the time.
Yeah. What? What?
Yeah. You tell me this now, 290 odd episodes later.
Right.
Jeez,
yeah, I know. I know.
For that.
I know. I know that I'm not expected to have them. Yeah, it's work in progress, right? That's what I keep saying about my life. It is a work in progress. So that is, if I can use myself as a case study for anybody else, there you go.
Mm-hmm. And that's okay. Mammoth, I'm sorry that, if you're dealing with, the sadness and depression of the season, I know that you're not alone in any way, form, or fashion. People either really, it's like they really love the holidays or they really dislike the holidays, it seems.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people that there's some people that I have that are middle, that are indifferent to it, but you're definitely not alone. I mean, as you can tell, Jules has a really hard time with the holidays. I have sometimes a hard time with the holidays, just sure with work, but you're never alone in this.
Yours is more kind of the hecticness and the overwhelming feeling of that time frame, right? Yeah.
It's not. I've been able to cling on to all of the little memories from childhood and all the song. Like, I love music. It's the most important thing in my life, just about. And to be able to have those audio touchstones to my childhood and to happy times helps get me through that, because I'll put on like Christmas parody song stations on Pandora and I'll hear a song I hadn't heard in years.
Yeah.
And it just puts me back in fun places and in good times, and I latch onto those for dear life if I'm having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I deal with it. Your mileage may vary, but we all deal with it in different ways.
Yeah, and I think it's a very healthy thing to cling onto something that raises your spirits. And if it's music that does it, maybe it's a tradition that you always have during the holidays. Maybe it's making a new tradition. And that was kind of one of the things that I thought about doing. I couldn't come up with anything on my own right away.
Maybe get your Festivus tree ready.
Right? Maybe it was literally like on Thanksgiving, I'll always sit under my nice fuzzy blanket and watch Avatar and eat pizza. Like maybe that is my new tradition every year, but that's the thing that I was kind of looking for. And maybe that's something that somebody, if you are having a tough day, like specific day or specific time frame, trying to do something that makes it more positive, bringing it up higher. But I like that you still have the music even after working in retail too, because I know retail can burn people out on Christmas music something fierce.
Oh yeah, when I have to repair a TV, I have to get on the phone with some other guys that have to actually go through the process of ordering parts and such. And right now, the wait times can be upwards of 30 minutes, and they have 3 songs that play in order over and over, and they're Christmas songs.
Oh no.
And they're instrumental covers, not very well instrumental covers. And so it's just like, I've got it in my ear on my headpiece, and finally I'll take it out, put it on speaker, and just set it over somewhere. And our clients are like, "What's that?" And I was like, "That's the hold music. I can't deal with it, so you're going to suffer with me." And that usually gets a chuckle out of them, So it's just, you just got to deal with it. So the problem is the music, but also the remedy is the music. So that's how I deal with that. There's a lot of really great Christmas covers out there that, depending on your, like, man, I put on like punk and ska covers, and that was good for a while. And then I did the vocal stuff, and then, you just mix it up here and there. That's how I do it. But yeah.
Yeah, and know that you will probably have some down days coming, and that will be challenging and difficult. This is the time of year where, even though people are supposedly more kind and generous, they're also more stressed out, which can result in a lot more edginess and snapping at people and overreaction and anxiety, nervousness, all of those things that can come with it. I know that I've definitely noticed my anxiety levels have been higher. So I focus on trying to know what my baseline level of anxiety is. And then if it's over that, to say, okay, you need to do some chill out stuff. You need to try to, and honestly, guys, I don't know if I've even mentioned this on the show yet, but somebody told me about it and I've tried it. I've been taking Cbd oil, which is really good for anxiety. For me, it works. It's expensive as hell, but it works. And so, I don't take it all the time, but it definitely makes me feel a lot less on edge when I do take it. And so if you have questions about it, like want to know more, please feel free to DM me and let me explain some of the stuff, because I've talked to some people and they're like, no, you can't do that in this state. Yeah, you can. The CBD oil is the legal stuff. It's the stuff that doesn't make you high out of the hemp plant. So you can do it. It's just trying to make sure that you do the right stuff for, getting the actual stuff and not some extract thing that's a lot of expensive, not the right stuff. But I've done a lot of research, and I will tell you what, it has really helped me when I'm really on edge. So yeah, tell you more about that if you want to know. But it does. It's this thing, like the experience for me after I've taken it is like there's when you're anxious and you're kind of edged up and you're just feeling like everything's tensed up and nervous. And I feel like there's a blanket that just comes and wraps itself slowly around my shoulders over time that I don't even notice that it's there. And it wraps me in and it makes me feel really cozy, like I'm kind of just sinking into happy place. And it's very gradual. You don't like have this moment where it goes snap and you're just, not nervous anymore. Like a pool of warm water. And it just, but it happens very, very gradually. And then suddenly you're like, I am very chill right now. Like you feel super chill. And then you're like, I feel good. So I highly recommend it because it's helped my anxiety a lot. So there you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
This episode was not sponsored by CBD oil.
No. But I can tell you where I got mine if you want. So yeah. The bottom line is that we need to make sure that we're being kind to ourselves. And there's a lot of pressure on our shoulders in the holidays. And so make sure that you're getting time for yourself, taking time for yourself, recognizing the signs of anxiety and depression if they happen, and just one day, 1 hour, one moment at a time if you have to.
Mm-hmm. And the people that really mean the most to you will not care that you weren't able to get something, that you weren't able to do something because you got caught up or that things got in the way. The people that matter don't care. They just care about you.
Yeah.
So if it's anything with the material aspect or anything like that, the presents are fine. People are better.
Yeah.
So be there with the family, be there with your friends, as opposed to just trying your hardest to get every little thing for them. And this is coming from someone whose love language is gift giving.
Yeah.
Is presents. So it's a hard thing for me to deal with sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, just presents are good. People are better.
I like that advice very much. And if you all have your thoughts, feedback about this episode, you can send them to us via email at questions@taurenThinkTank.com, or our Twitter, which is @TaurenThinkTank, and Discord, tinyurl.com/TTTchat2. It's been a frequently asked question of ours after the announcement that the show will be ending in 6 episodes, if the Discord is going to stay. And the answer is yes, it will. There's no reason to dismantle it. There's no reason to take it down. You guys are welcome to join it and be a part of it for as long as you wish. It pretty much runs itself. We don't ever really have to deal with anybody acting up or doing something stupid. So it just, you guys, you're your own little entity, and that is absolutely fine by us. So
same here. Yeah, it's cool to pop in and see what's going on and what people are talking about.
Yeah.
So we'll still be there.
Absolutely. And I think that's going to pretty much do it for this episode. I believe, from my calculations, very intricate and detailed calculations based off the time of day that it is right now and how long we've been broadcasting, that this is in fact a show.
Did we swap roles or something? I know about? This wasn't in the show notes, dang it.
Draven wants me to plug that there is a channel in the Discord. Okay, I'll say this. There's a channel in the Discord called TTT Fans. And it was requested by the community. However, Marcona and I have that channel muted because that was the request. You wanted a place where you could chat without us seeing it. So, Scout's Honor, I have that channel muted. I have not looked at it since I created it. It's there for you guys to talk to each other. Whatever nefarious plans you're brewing up before the end of the show is whatever's coming. I don't know about it. So you can join the Discord
I haven't
that
looked
way.
at it either.
So that's tinyurl.com/TTTchat2 is the way to get to it. If you would like to be in on whatever Draven is planning. I don't know.
I have no clue.
I don't know. I truly do not. And yes, I believe we have swapped roles, and therefore I have declared this a show.
Well then, I can only be inclined to agree.
All right.
So therefore, that sounds like an awesome show. And Jules, what else have you got going on the next week other than going to Atlanta? My goodness.
I know, right? It'll be just another busy week of podcasting and producing and things that are going on like crazy right now with Heroes Hearth, and it's just fun and unexpected, and you don't know what's coming next, and I like it. So, and then avoiding the holidays as much as possible. It's pretty much what I'm doing with that. Yeah, I will say this. So it's been really cold and it's been kind of snowy. And I bought a Nintendo Switch recently, which I think I told you about. I think I said this because I had been gifted a Diablo Immortal code. So I had to buy a Switch if I was going to play it.
Yep.
So I got the Switch and I've been playing Diablo Immortal, but I also got the 2019 Just Dance. And Just Dance is a lot of fun. I've been every day, like for about 25 to 30 minutes, I dance. And that is another thing that helps me with my mood and my energy level. So yeah. I will very much recommend it because it is a lot of fun and I'm really bad at it. I'm a terrible dancer, but it gives me some mega stars and then I feel very accomplished, like I've done something good. And it works up a sweat. So yeah, move your body and dance and not have to go outside. I like all of these things. So I've been doing that lately, which has also been very helpful for any depressive feelings I have. So I'll be doing more of that too.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So what about you? What has been kicking around for the next 7 days that we can prepare ourselves for until we come back?
Well, pretty much a 180 from what you're doing, because on Sunday, I'm probably going to get a new Christmas tree. We're going to get a skinny tree because we've moved furniture around. We need more room or less room. So we're going to get our tree up, which I think is almost entirely consisting of Star Trek ornaments now, because I've been backfilling the catalog of stuff we didn't have. And my wife always gets me the one for this year that's a ship, whatever starship it is. So we'll be doing that. And then at work, we started a toy drive for Toys for Tots, and we're going to drop off all the toys and then go to Dave and Buster's after work and get unlimited wings and games. It's like $20 for the whole thing.
That sounds like fun.
So we're like, heck yeah, we'll go. So I'm going to go play some Pump It Up and get up there and dance and sweat a bit too, and get some food. And Monday is my yearly trek to my grandmother's to decorate the house in Christmas stuff, which is always, talking about happy memories. That's always been a blast for me because that's the nexus of our families at my grandmother's house.
Yeah.
That's where we all go on Christmas. So I'm going to put the tree up. We may do a real tree this year. Granny was talking about that last week. So we may do a real tree. I'll put on some like old jazz swing big band Christmas music, and me and Granny will dance around the house and put the tree up and stuff like that. So it's always a really fun time for that. So looking forward to that.
Yay for good Christmas memories.
Yes. And I am passionate about holding on to those for dear life. Mm-hmm. So gonna do all of that, and just try and survive the holiday season at work, because it's not bad. I love to crack like jokes and stuff at work when I'm in clients' homes, and just like be fun. I'll talk about their Christmas tree. I was like, hey, that's a really cool tree, and all that stuff, and just nice fun conversation to keep it light, because that my job is kind of cool in that I get to make people happy for a living. So that's the joy that I try and hold on to at work when days are bad and things are rough. Mm-hmm. So just doing that and surviving the holiday season. It's not too bad, but could always be better. Yeah. So I'll just be doing that. And I've been leveling my troll mage a bit on WoW. I think he's almost 117. So he's getting close there.
Nice.
Over in AIE. So I need, February is coming up in a couple of months, and Draven doesn't have to worry about it anymore, but I still need the big love rocket. So I still have to level up lots of characters so that I can try and then cry at the end of the 2-week period for not getting it again. But I'm certainly going to try my best. So that's if I do get a spare few moments with the computer, I will go play a little bit on my troll mage. So
sounds good.
Been going up on that. So yeah, that's about it going on with me.
All right. Well, we hope that this show has helped with any holiday struggles that you are having currently out there. And if you need it, the community is here for you to support you through this time. Just as you guys have supported me on social media and all that kind of thing, because it's always helpful to know that you're not alone. So with that, I'm going to bring this show to a close like we always do, just like this. Tauren Think Tank is brought to you by you, our fans. Thank you to each and every one of you who supports us every month on Patreon. If you'd like to help Triple T out, you can do so at patreon.com/TaurenThinkTank.
Yes, you can. And also, portions of the music and sound effects heard on this show can be found at incompetech.com and freesound.org. You can also find us outside of the show on our website. And where is that, you may ask? Well, is TaurenThinkTank.com, where you can find all of our podcasts and information on how to get in touch with us too. But Jules is going to tell you how to do that in the best way possible right now.
I know. It's the other members of the Triple T community, and they all congregate on Discord. You can get there at tinyurl.com/TTTchat too.
Yes, you can. You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TaurenThinkTank. If you can get between all the cool other posts with your friends and family members. You can also find us at 280 characters or less now on Twitter, which is still a thing, at Tauren Think Tank for the show, at Jules RPG for Jules, and at Marcona Wow for me. And also, if you want to get some cool stocking stuffers for your fellow Moo crew, or if you want to get a nice little legacy t-shirt or things in the future, so you can say in BlizzCon's future, like, I was there, I was a member of the original Moo crew, you can go to TaurenThinkTank.com/store and check it out.
You can. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, chat room, for being with us tonight, hanging out every Thursday night at 8 o'clock Central. You can find us on the video stream and be a part of our illustrious chat room at twitch.tv/TaurenThinkTank. And we love seeing you here with us if you can be. Otherwise, thank you so much for downloading the show and taking us with you wherever you go. Marconan.
Jules.
Stay warm. Don't get too hot because your weather is weird. And I'll see you next week.
Well, and you definitely stay warm, and also enjoy that whirlwind weekend in Atlanta. Don't forget to catch a Carnivine while you're there.
I know, gotta open a Pokemon Go. I will do that. For myself, for Marcona, for the entire chat room, until next time, /moo, everybody.
/moo.
Tauren Think Tank. We make your problems less bad.
He didn't forget the website. His audio just dropped out for a second. It was funny. When
it did?
Yeah, when you're talking about the website, it literally said, you can find us at TaurenThinkTank.com. It was like this long pause.
Oh, wow.
It just
That's
dropped
weird.
out. I know you didn't like hit a button or anything. It was so weird.
No, I didn't. I touched nothing, I promise.
It does nothing. I don't know why Nightbot didn't come in. I told Nightbot to come in.
Excuse me. Dang it, Nightbot.
I know. This is Firefox.
Did he forget?
Oh, that's because it didn't join the channel. I'm sorry, Nightbot. Now it works.
I'm sorry.
There it is. I just forgot to join the channel.
Dang it.
Dang it, Nightbot. Now you can do your Marsha commands.
Yay.
Dang it,
Yeah, and you were
Nightbot.
talking about the train. I was like, I'm gonna slide a Marsha reference in here somewhere. Like it's gonna happen. I was ready for it. I was like, all right, come on, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Like, and yay! Got to do it.
Oh, the Marsha story. I love it.
I do too.
Uh-huh. Like Taffy. 6 laugh show ends April 2020. Marcona wants to show you a snowman.
Do you want to see a snowman?
Get on the train,
Yeah.
Jules. I know. Someone's gonna just take me on the train. Dang it, Nightbot.
Dang it, Nightbot. Yeah. Show. Oh, no.
You did it again. Your audio just did it again.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. It just kind of pings
Yeah,
out.
Say it. Think. What do you, Jules?
See, now you're just fussing with me.
Well. Well. Yeah, that one was.
You're just fussing with me now.
But it's fun.
I think I'll do. We'll
Hmm.
just call this. We'll just call this one "Getting Through the Holidays."
All right.
Easy
Oh,
peasy.
excuse me. Oh.
Because we didn't say anything particularly goofy this time around, so.
Nah. I was a little proud of my presents are fine, people are better, or whatever it was.
I like that one.
I like
too.
that one, but it might be too long.
Yeah. Did you play the dubstep I sent you? Yes, I did. It was weird.
What is it?
He sent me. I can't play this. Well, I could probably link this to you. Hang on. I gotta find it. Oh, no, that's not what I needed. See if I can find it. This is from the week prior. Ah, no, that's not it. Yeah. All right.
Oh no, of her starting the show.
Da-da-da.
Yo, you ended up making one.
He did. Here, the chat room can hear this, but I will have to drop this into your Discord for you.
Okay.
For you to hear it. Because you can only hear it on the other computer.
Oh, okay.
All right, here you go, guys. I turn this down though. Hey, 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 it's showtime. Da 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 da. There you go.
I have no idea what's going on.
What's going on?
Oh, excuse me.
You want more of that? You want me to play it again? All right, fine. Hold on. Hey, 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 it's showtime. That's it. That's the whole thing. Now you can't see Marcona, but hang on. Now you can see him.
Where did I go? There I am.
Yeah, I just was like riffing on that. That was me singing along before the show started. And turning me into dubstep. Oh goodness. Did you listen to it?
Give that a listen.
Okay, yeah, you didn't listen to it yet.
Oh, where did you put it in?
In DMs at Discord.
Okay, because right now it's just the video. I tried to let's see.
There's a little arrow on the left-hand side that you can drop. You can bring it back up again, I think. I don't know if you made it full screen. Otherwise, when we hang up, you can see it.
Now, where's the arrow at? I've got it full screen now.
There's so if you take away on the right side, there's arrows that go this way. I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see if I can do that. And there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I can download it. Let's see. Let me change my settings so I can actually hear it in these headphones as opposed to the other pair.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Let's see. I like it.
It's very
that was pretty cool.
It's dubsteppy.
Good job, Battle Panda. I like that.
I couldn't do that. No way I could do that. That
was pretty snazzy. I liked it.
That was pretty cool. All right, you guys. I'm going to head out of here. Start winding down for the night. Turn my humidifier on so you wouldn't see the puff of smoke behind me tonight.
Yeah, that's just the CBD oil going at
yeah, you. Diffusing it in the house so I can make the cat high too.
Yeah.
He's being super cute right now. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys, and we'll be back on Thursday again, as long as there are no other issues that pop up. Thank goodness. We hope.
Yep, so. We are definitely hopeful for that.
Yes. So we will see you next week.
Yep. See you next week, folks. Have a great weekend and take care of yourself and each other.
/moo.
/moo.